Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
What really happened with Xhaka and captain Armband as Arteta hints at new role for Smith Rowe? Arsenal's top 4 race advantage. It seems that every week between now and the end of the season we're going to be talking about the top 4 race in one way or another. On Saturday it took another unexpected twist as Arsenal were ultimately unable to gain ground over Tottenham due to their shock away win over Manchester City. But while many Gooners around the club would have been cursing their luck at the scarcely believable way in which Spurs claimed points at the Etihad, what is worth remembering is a secret weapon this Arsenal side seemed to have over their rivals. While other teams have been swaying more violently than a plastic bag caught in the path of storm Eunice, the Gunners' form since December has more or less stayed stable. It is not as if there has not been obstacles to overcome in that time. The Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang situation could have torn many a team apart, while disciplinary indiscretions could have been enough to throw many other sides of course. But what separates this Arsenal group aside from top 4 rivals such as Manchester United and Tottenham is the intangible, but obvious unity that is currently in the group. In the game this was typified by Gabriel's altercation with Pontus Jansson after the Swedish defender wiped out Thomas Partey in an aerial challenge from a free kick, but the point was hammered home even succinctly after the game. Alexander Lacazette took to Twitter to quite simply say "nice kickabout with the boys" before tagging Arsenal's official account and adding a kissing emoji for good measure. The post was a direct call back to Ivan Toney's tweet after the reverse fixture on the opening day of the season, in which the Bees came away 2-0 winners, prompting almost hysterical criticism of the Gunners from the national media en masse. The Arsenal players stuck together throughout though, and comments on Lacazette's post from Gabriel and Aaron Ramsdale only served to hammer home the sense of unity around the Emirates. Mikel Arteta has previously said the aftermath of that tricky start to the season was his best moment throughout his entire playing or managerial career, and reaffirmed those sentiments after Saturday's victory. That nobody was blaming each other, that everyone wanted to contribute, nobody wanted hide and wanted to be part of what we're redoing, said the Spaniard when asked to explain what he learned about his squad back in August. They showed that attitude to transmit it to everyone at the club. It may be easy to dismiss as a soft factor, but as Arsenal look to qualify for Champions League football for the first time in half a decade, the fact that their group is arguably more united than at any time during that period will play an immeasurable part in any success they achieve. Arsenal's right side bias. It also became a running joke last season how lopsided the Arsenal attack was at points. The tactic of give it to Kieran Tierney and hope almost became the Gunners' reflex as a lack of creativity anywhere in the team made them a painfully predictable opponent to defend against. Fast forward now to the back end of this campaign, and it could quite possibly be argued that the left-sided bias has now flipped over to the opposite flank. Some days you need a wrecking ball to break down an opposition defense and others you need a chisel. With Bukayo Saka out wide and Martin Odegaard in the half space, with Cedric, who again impressed while deputising for Takehiro Tomiyasu, playing his part, Arsenal had the latter against Brentford. Time and again they targeted the BS left-hand side, giving Paul Rico Henry an afternoon to forget, with Odegaard in particular being relentless in his ability to find spaces in the tightly packed penalty box. On the day it was no surprise that the player with the most expected threat from passing was the Norwegian, while Xhaka had the most XT received. Cedric meanwhile provided the most XG in the build-up, completing the Arsenal transformation, as per Eto that crab. In recent weeks Mikel Arteta has subtly got his team operating in the 4-3-3 setup he admitted it would be his dream to play in an interview all the way back in December 2020. It has taken some time to get there, but the increased variety to the Gunners' attack is what has put them on the right track for a Champions League spot, and the Spaniard deserves plenty of credit for that. Arteta hints at new role for Smith Rowe. While Arsenal attacked most from the right, it was over on the left where their breakthrough finally came. Emile Smith Rowe has had to patiently bide his time in recent months after losing his starting spot in the Arsenal team to the in-form Gabriel Martinelli. It is not as if that decision can be questioned too severely. Martinelli has been excellent since coming back into the team and was probably hard done by to be sent off by